Hello guys, my today video recording is related to the Active Directory and DNS server installation on Microsoft platform. So I just fresh installed the Microsoft OS on my virtual platform, and after the installation I haven't done anything special. I just changed the computer name to DC1, and rest of the things is default. I didn't touch anything. What I will do, as you can see, the IP address is assigned by the DHCP. I will change the IP address manually. So let's change the IP address first. I will change the IP address to, for example, 172.16.1.181.255. I will use the gateway as 172.16.1.1, and prefer DNS. For the time being, I will use the same IP address 16.1.181. Okay guys, I will just save the configuration. Okay, and as you can see that the IP address is manually set. Okay, now let's as you can see that the IP address is locally assigned at 181. So let's proceed for the installation. I will click on add roles, next, and I will choose Active Directory domain services. In this step you cannot install Active Directory domain services and DNS together. If I choose the DNS option, so it will give me an error message that I cannot install it together. So I will just choose the Active Directory domain services. I will click next, next, and I will say install. Okay guys, this process will take a little bit of while because it's installing the services. So this is the standard procedure of the installation. If you are using any type of Microsoft Windows Server platform, you have to install the rule first. Like for example, if you're using Windows Server 2012 or 2016, 18, 19, whatever is the Microsoft Server operating system platform, you can use any type of OS, but the standard procedure is same for everyone. It is saying that Active Directory domain server installation visit DC from is okay. So the thing is, either you can close this window here and you can manually type dcpromo.exe command in the CMD, or else without closing this you can just click on this link and the setup wizard will open. So I just click on the link. I will just say next. I will say next. I will just create a new domain in the forest because I'm going to install it as a first one, as a first main domain controller, or if you have an existing you can just choose the existing option related to your requirement. So I will just choose new domain and a new forest. Okay, so I will just give a name, like for example mylab.com, because I'm just doing it for the demo purpose. So you can give any name. Okay, like your domain name, for example abc, or you can see the corp.contoso.com, anything. So mylab.com, next. So it will just verify the forest and not by username. It will do a little bit of verification. I will choose the functional level to 2008 R2. For example, if you have an existing domain and you have some older version of operating system like 2003, 2008, or 2000, for example, if we are doing installation of 2016 or 19, so we will see the all other options. So I'm using a new forest level, so I will choose the updated option that I have 2008 R2. Okay, next, examining the DNS configuration. So if you remember that in my previous step when I was installing the role, on that time the wizard didn't allow me to select the DNS option. So you can see the DNS option is automatically selected here. So I will click next. I will just click yes. Okay, you can see there is a log folder, sysvolume folder, database folder. It's automatically mapped. I will not touch anything. I will just click next, and you can just type the recovery password, any password for the restore mode, in case if you want to uninstall or do something. So we will assign one password. but you have to remember this password. Next. Okay, now for example, if I click on the next here, the setup installation will be start automatically. And what I will do, I will just export the settings, and I will show you some interesting part here. So I will say AD INS. So I will just click save. So the file is saved actually. If I click on the next option, the installation will start. I will click on the next to start the installation, and then we will during this installation period we will discuss this notepad file that I've exported. So click on the next. As you can see, uh, installation is started. What I will do, I will just go to the desktop. For example, the file is saved on the desktop. So this is the desktop file. uh, in the same step like in the previous step, if you click on the next button, okay, the installation will start automatically. This is some kind of a script actually. If you didn't click on the next button and you cancel it, so you don't have to worry about it, but make sure that you have exported the file. So if you exported the file, rest of the thing it is same, like my lab domain mylab.com, forest level, install DNS, yes, confirm, yes. As you can see, the installation volumes and folders, the database files. Only the missing part is the safe mode password. So you can just type, for example, the password if you want to keep the password here. So you can just save the file again, and if you copy this line only, the one that I have selected, you can just copy it and you open a command prompt, okay, and you paste the line here. For example, I paste the line here, and if I hit enter, the installation will be started where I cancel it, like where in the previous step that I have clicked on the next button, the installation start automatically. So if you cancel it and you export this unattended script, so it's the unattended script, it will follow the same procedure like dcpromo.exe unattended method, and it will check all the information, it will take all the information from this notepad file. So in our case, the installation is already in process. So in case if you want to use an unattended script, this is an unattended script discussion. You can just type the password and you can save it, and you can just copy the file and you can paste it directly to the command prompt. So installation will be start where from the step where you exported the configuration. So I will just close this file because my installation already in progress. So I will just choose reboot on completion. This process will take time, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. I will pause the video and for a while. As you can see guys, uh, the system is rebooted. I will just set the command. I will type my password here. As you can see guys, my desktop is ready. So what we will do, I will just check my domain is properly installed or not. So I will do a name service lookup. I'll double OK up name service lookup. So I will use mylab.com. Okay, and you can type the IP address as well, like 172.16.1.181. Okay, so as you can see, the DNS request is not resolved. So what we have to do, we have to do two additional steps here. First of all, you have to come to your network settings, change network settings, click here and change the IP address. As you can see, it is set to loopback. So I will assign the same IP address to resolve my name service lookup. 16.1.181. Okay, close. I will just re-verify again. Yes, it is set to 1.81. Close. I will just close this here. Close. I will minimize this and I will show you something else like DNS. DC1 is by local name of the machine. So I will show you here a little bit of more details like mylab.com, and you can see the host record is available in the forward lookup zone, but when I click on the reverse lookup zone there is no entry, so I will create a reverse lookup zone for DNS. So click on next. I will just keep everything default. IPv4, yes, next. So the IP address is 172.16.1 and the fourth octet is hidden actually. You can just next, next and finish, and you have to expand, and as you can see the details here, the name server is dc1 mylab.com. So you have to right click and create a ptr record. So the fourth octet was missing. I will just manually type here 181, click on the browse, and under dc1 I will expand this. You can see the forward lookup zone, double click mylab.com, and here you have to choose the dc1 host record which is statically created in the forward lookup zone. dc1, OK and OK, and I will just open the command prompt again. I will use name service lookup 172.16.1.181. OK. So in my case, as you can see, it's showing me the IP version 6 entry. What I will do, I will uncheck the IP version 6 option. OK, uncheck. OK, and if I repeat my step again, as you can see, my address query is resolved. If I type my name like mylab.com, as you can see, my query is resolved for forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. So once you see these details, like by running this nslookup command, it's mean that the Active Directory and DNS is properly installed. That's it for now. Thank you.